Welcome to the Togisala Family History site. I'm Lloyd Togisala. Here we have a picture of a harbor in Apia in Upolu, Samoa. Apia's large harbor has ships that bring in cargo and tourists. The following shows how the Togisala family is connected. The Togisala name was originally Tiapula. The Tiapula name comes from the village of Aunu'u on the northeast side of Tutuila, American Samoa. Aunu'u has beautiful beachfront property. The ocean water is very clear but vulnerable to tsunamis. Here's another view of Aunu'u looking in from the beach. Aunu'u was recently damaged by a tsunami, creating many barren homes. Here is another barren area in Aunu'u. The beaches of Aunu'u look at the island of Aunu'u. Aunu'u is where the LDS Church first landed in Samoa. Togisala Charlie Tiapula was the beginning of the Togisala name. The children wanted to honor their father by using his first name as their last name. This was common in the Samoan culture. Togisala Charlie Tiapula's children began using the Togisala name as their last name in the early 1920s. Charlie, adopted middle name, was a nickname used because Samoan names were difficult to pronounce by foreigners. This was very common at that time. Togisala married Aunu'u Moananu, in which they had many children. Here are the names of the children: Fa'asoa, Kaselina, Lelangi, James or Simi, Meki, Max, Vaulele, Togisala, Fa'atuanga, Catherine. Understand that she was named after the second child. Number 10, Aunu'u, 11, Yapeli. You can see they had many children that died as infants. From the previous list, we take the surviving Togisala children: Lelangi, James or Simi, Meki, Max, Vaulele, Catherine, and Aunu'u. Those that have 1 plus 8 that's where there's 2 spouses. Here are their children. Here we can take another look at Togisala and Aunu'u's children by families. Lelangi's family, and here you also see Simi, who had no children. Another look at Meki. Meki had 2 children, Pai or Eka, and then he also had a son. Max had 9 children, 1 child from his first wife, 8 children from his second wife. You also see Vaulele, who had no children. Catherine Togisala, she married Perry Stone, and you can see their 7 children. Aunu'u Edwards, they had 3 children. Here's another view on a consolidated scale. Here are the Togisala and Aunu'u's children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Lelangi's first, Meki, then Max, then Catherine, and then Aunu'u. Again, this is the children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. Here's some more history of Togisala Charlie Tiapula. Togisala Charlie Tiapula died in 1929 while serving an LDS mission in Aunu'u, Upolu, Samoa, at the age of 40 years old. Though Elder Togisala died while serving with his family, the family did not return to Malailoa, Tutuila until July 1930 after Aunu'u was born. He died of pneumonia and had difficulty with bronchitis during his lifetime. Aunu'u never remarried after Togisala's death. Aunu'u's family later migrated to America. She was buried in Los Angeles in 1959. Togisala was buried in the Aunu'u Cemetery. Aunu'u is in Upolu, Samoa. Aunu'u means to prepare to come forth. Elder Togisala is one of the few graves ever marked with a headstone. Depicted in the picture shows circled rock formations around other graves. It's a sign of the historical site of the Aunu'u cemetery and original settlement. Aunu'u today is still church property. Togisala Charlie Tuipula was sealed to his wife on 27th of September 1957 in the Los Angeles Temple by his son Max Togisala and his wife Teleni. The name Togisala in Samoa means atonement and is used in the third article of faith. Matote talitonu e following a tangata umulawa I le Togisala ke riso, pe tausia poloainga masauningo le talalei. Elder Togisala was considered the first and youngest organist in Samoa. The organ was a pump organ which was pumped by feet while playing the organ. Here's a picture of the Pongo Pongo Harbor in Tutuila, American Samoa. Malailo and Aunu'u was where the Togisala family often resided. Fales are types of homes that they lived in. Fale means house. Many foreigners used mosquito nets. Here's a picture of Papapapata'i Falls in Upolu, Samoa. Picture of the LDS temple in Upolu. Here's our family. I'm Lloyd, my wife Eva, and here's our children. Here's our son and his lovely wife. And of course, our beautiful granddaughter. Here we have a picture of the genealogy chart, so you can see who the parents of Togisala Charlie Tuipula are. It's Pua'a and Latai. And then you can see Pua'a's parents and Latai's. The same thing goes for Inaleata Moananu's family. You can see Simele and Tauina'ave and their parents. Have a great day, and thanks for learning about the Togisala family.